everybody, my name is Vincent, Patrick, Ryan, whatever you want to call me. And today we're gonna be playing Genshin Impact. Yeah. I'm just gonna be watching VODs of games done quick while I play in order to pass the time. I'll probably join my Discord too, but otherwise, yeah, this is just a relaxation stream for Sunday afternoon. I'm gonna mute my mic until somebody joins on the Discord, but till then, you can enjoy Genshin Impact ASMR. Well, actually, I'm lying. You'd enjoy Games Done Quick ASMR featuring Genshin Impact. And I'm even gonna bust out my laptop just in case I get stuck on one of these quest lines. Get my ass whooped. Alright, well, please enjoy. And if you're looking to see any content while I'm playing, message in chat. I know nobody's here to hear that, but yeah, at least I said it, right? Okay. Take it easy, everyone.
And now this is actually one of my favorite things. There are two strats here. You can either clog this acid pool with airboats, which is absolutely awful. As you see, I'm already stuck, but it's really funny. So I'll try it one more time. This is not the fastest strat, but okay, now I'm in the water. So we're gonna do the actual strat, which is spawning an airboat right above here, an out of bounds space, getting into the airboat, and now we're out of bounds. And we can navigate over this area, not too poorly.
The first one's the only way you can use the airboat as an actual boat, though, to get over the goo.
You just have to completely clog it. You can't actually drive it over it. And here in this chamber, we'll do another. That is a death. Do another airboat boost to get up here, get it to the end, and circumvent the puzzle. Now, as you see in chamber 15, we did out of bounds for the first time. We're going to continue to go out of bounds of it in the next chamber. And actually, we're not even going to go out of the elevator here. We're going to stay in the elevator shaft, because chamber 16 is completely flat from the top. And what does this mean? We can clip out of bounds from the elevator shaft and just get to the end. And unfortunately, we're going to kill this turret in a really cruel way.
Well done.
Death by
The enrichment center once
all right,
again
never mind. He
reminds
defied
you
the odds, so I will.
He's riding the airboat.
He is riding the airboat. Okay, I was going to drop an airboat on him, but that's okay. And chamber 17 is normally where you find the companion cube. But we're gonna save the companion cube with the power of airboats, which is the same kind of out of bounds tech. We're just going to clip with the airboat out of bounds on top of the level. We don't even get to spawn the companion cube. It kind of stays in the dropper. So, you know, is it better to live a life short and sweet and meet someone, or never meet them in the first place, but live in kind of this eternal solitude? Not sure, don't care, we have airboats. Anyways, chamber 18, this one probably has the coolest airboat sequence that we'll see at the start, but first I have to do a movement trick at the start to clear the gap. If we look a bit like this, that is falling in the gap. And there we go, clear that gap. Now we want to get to this observatory room. We can kind of stand on the seam. That is not the seam. Try again. And behind this is the next part of the puzzle, so we'll place an airboat there. Boost up into it. Oh, the airboat went into the wall. That is not good. We'll try again. Place. One more time. We're going to place the airboat there. Boost up. The boost failed. Might give it a couple tries because these things normally take a couple of tries. And hopefully we can get into the airboat. Oh, I'm out of bounds. Oh no. Yeah, so apparently when you put an airboat in a wall, sometimes it'll put you out of bounds. Something with like putting these things in walls, the dismount doesn't really work too well. Anyways. Okay, I have to restart this from here. We might have to
maybe wiggle it a little bit.
We had to wiggle it a little bit. Oh, it really does not want to put me in bounds. All right, hold up.
That is a very thick wall, it looks like.
I don't want to dare say it, but this has never happened before. Okay, we'll try to drive it as far inbounds as we can, which right now doesn't look very far. See if I can dismount. Perfect! We're in, okay.
First try.
All right, so now this puzzle, normally you shoot all the portals. Do you see that platform all the way up there? That's where we're going, baby. Put the airboats down, light them up. Oh, we're gonna make it? Barely, no. Oh no, I'm going this way. Okay, okay, we're going all across
We're
the
off
chamber.
course.
We're off course. Houston, we have a problem. Oh no. Okay, there will
There's
be a
too many of
problem
them.
here. If I spawn too many airboats, I will start lagging. But thankfully, we made it to the end. Throw just some donations while we look at the sea of airboat for about 20 seconds.
Absolutely. I have $10,000 from Fangamer. Says GDQ, streaming worldwide for you to view. Send donations any size. You could even win a prize. Look out. It's time for GDQ. Hey everybody, Fangamer here. You guys did it. You conquered that donation goal for the bonus game. It's always great to see everyone really rallying together to make awesome things happen. We want to remind you to check out the Fangamer GDQ 2023 collection before the end of the event. 100% of the profit from sales of GDQ merch supports Prevent Cancer Foundation, and you can see the full lineup at fangamer.com/GDQ. Thank you so much, Fangamer.
Awesome, yeah, thank you guys. So here we're in chamber 19. This is where the escape sequence starts, and I am trying to clip back inbounds with an airboat on the other side, which for some reason I am struggling with. Try it one more time. There we go. There's the airboat. You can't see the airboats while out of bounds, while inbounds, but they are there. And now we'll navigate. This is normally where we start running away from GLaDOS when she tries to kill us. I'm sorry, spoilers. This is gonna look really cool. I'm not even gonna comment on this. If this trick works, you'll just watch it happen. Take a couple tries. Trust me. Trust me. All right, that's a normal airboat interaction. Put an airboat to clog this fan so we can go through. And boost up, we need to get onto that catwalk, which, as with most things in this, take a little bit of finagling. Perfect, first try. Down into this office area where we will be able to clip out of bounds by putting an airboat up there, very in place.
Cool spotted.
And now I'm going to try to do an ABH to get to the end of the level in out of bounds space, which might take a
I'm actually sick. I'm so sick. I can't stand this Jaden guy. I'm actually so bent. Oh my god. He really just joined the Discord, called me a slur and left. I'm sick of you. I hope you watch this VOD and know I'm sick of you. Oh my god.
try or two. It's not the easiest thing in the world. Oh. Not quite. We want to go all the way to the edge there. And what's nice about these Source Engine games, this should work. We have instant saving and loading, so even though these airboat tricks are a little annoying, we can save and load right before we have to attempt them, which is cool.
That hop would be a lot easier with the airboats.
It probably would. It probably would. All right, now we're in Escape 00. Here we're gonna jump off of this piston to get onto this airboat. This level usually has a lot of pistons and a lot of weird places to shoot portals, but we're gonna go into this little this isn't even out of bounds, it's technically in-game, but it's behind this fence that we normally can't go to, and as you see, this area is not even textured off. So you're not supposed to be here, so we'll get back out real quick after getting some height off those stairs. And now we're gonna get on top of this airboat, get on top of this kind of file cabinet. It's not even a file cabinet, it's like an electrical thing? Not really sure. But we used to get all the way up here, go behind this fence, and spawn one in the ceiling here. that fell through the ceiling. Try it one more time. This should work. Now we want to get into that airboat, so we're gonna get on this airboat, spawn a ton of airboats to airboat boost, and then look up, get in this one. Now we're in this weird like purgatory place. This is technically inbounds, but this is the equivalent of Portal Airboat Purgatory. Spawn an airboat in this wall, and if we drive, pedal to the metal, put just the right amount of acceleration on, we can literally drive it partially inbounds to dismount, and then hopefully get onto this pipe. Beautiful, beautiful. And finish off this level with one more airboat boost. Oh, we're down the corridor, and we only have 2 more levels left. Coming down here, we're gonna airboat boost onto this little beam here. Airboat clip. Try again, airboat clip into this wall, which will take us out of bounds, but to a later portion of the section where we can miss the airboat clip back inbounds, but try again. And there it is, just an airboat chilling here on the side. And this part is very cluttered because, of course, we're escaping from GLaDOS, but we do it in a really non-conventional way. Place an airboat there. We need to airboat boost and not die. Airboat boost. Get in! Not that airboat! Not this one! Let's try it again. Beautiful. Out of bounds. Awesome. First try. And now we can more or less get to the end of the level from this out of bounds state. I would spawn more airboats so you can see them, but you can't see them out of bounds, which is really sad. If there was one thing I'd change about Portal, I would make it so you could...
Wakey, wakey.
I'm making sure I unmute my mic so the stream can hear me too.
What are you even streaming?
Yeah, why don't you open up the stream and find out, so you can see that I have it on recording. You calling me slurs?
When did I call you a slur? I'm lost.
Literally 3 minutes ago, when you showed up in here and called me a coon.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's just instinct.
Yeah, alright. I don't think that's the... Well, you're lucky there's 0 people in the stream right now.
Yeah, until Justin Trudeau runs the playback and arrests you.
I hope he does.
You know those ones?
I had to pause my video I was watching because of your ass.
And Anime North tickets. Less than an hour.
Yep. I'm not sure how it's gonna work out. I'm waiting for some information to drop, but I'm getting my tickets from a discount with my school club. But I don't know. I have to wait for more information on that.
I'm just gonna get mine from the early bird price and then get the mail out option.
Yeah, no, I have to be careful with mine too because panelists have this year panelists are getting their tickets like differently. So I have no idea what their game plan is.
Fair enough.
Only one way to find out though.
Yeah. Pretty much.
My bad if it sounds like I'm far away from my mic. I'm literally like in the middle of nowhere. I'm leaned back. I'm just chilling.
Like,
What'd you say?
it sounds like you're very close to your mic, actually.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. However,
You at work?
I have to get back. Yeah, I'm at work.
Bro.
I'm patrolling these Hamilton streets.
You I'm sorry to hear that.
I am too.
Yo,
I'll be
my
back
bro,
later.
yo, my broski. Oh man, he got done dirty today.
Oh, why?
Man stayed up till like 5 o'clock. I don't even know what he was playing. He was going hard though.
I know me and him were watching freaking Show Me the Money till like 3 a.m.
Oh, okay.
Last, but
Yeah, no, cause he
I he was gonna go to bed after that. I guess he was gaming still.
he called in. He called in to work, but he works with my mom, and he called in to work. He didn't tell my mom until after he called in, and he told them, "Yeah, man, I'm sick," and my mom is vexed.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he works. His shift is kind of uncovered at the moment. So that guy's getting abused right now. Rough times. Retail shift, what do you know about it?
Wait, so your brother's home right now, or was he still forced to go into work?
I have no idea. I didn't check. He should still be home, but yeah, man, tough times for the little broski.
Dude should have went to bed after watching Asians.
I don't know, man. Show me the money, just do that to you sometimes, I guess.
Yeah, we're watching it again tonight when I get home.
Yeah, I'm a funny guy. I'm gaming. Me and Trotta gonna stream day 2
Game.
of Rainbow Six.
Gaming doesn't exist.
I don't know what you want me to tell you. We have a gaming channel right now. Yeah, you're right. Our next stream is gonna be cooking. I'll lie. We're gonna go whip into Nathan's kitchen.
Cooking snack.
I don't know about all that. Alright, broski. I'll be here when you get back.
Deuces.
Easy, bro.
Yeah.
You could see airboats when they're out of bounds, but I think I'm a very heavy minority with that opinion.
That was a huge developer oversight.
It really is. All right, and now we're entering the last level of the game. This is the... I crashed! No! Okay, it's fine. It's fine. We're rolling on the fly. We're going to relaunch the game. Make sure everything's fine. I can hear the radio. Just make sure the screen comes back. This is... Unfortunately, that has happened before, so I can't even say that hasn't happened before. But we're going to load back in to Airboat, my favorite game. All right, right here, and we're going to load into the next level. Here we are. This is the last level of the game. This is the GLaDOS boss fight and the turret ambush. So first, we'll get past the turret ambush. We need to clip into this little grate here. Normally, you'll shoot a portal through it. But placed up top, here are all the turrets. And we need to airboat boost all the way to the top of this room. There's a catwalk that will take us to GLaDOS' chamber. And we need to get
My
that
count
done.
that is 100 times you said airboat.
Oh boy, that's getting a really expensive charitable check. And me and Bailey talked about quickly doing this every time I spawned an airboat instead of staying in airboat, and I would go bankrupt. So that is not happening.
That's more of a joke than an actual
Yeah.
suggestion.
And this air boost is probably the hardest in the game, as you can see, 'cause it's killing me a lot. Hopefully we get just enough height. Oh, Lord, where are we going? Okay. Once we get off the ground, it's really easy to recover, but getting off the ground is the hard part. Probably gonna barely go over estimate. But you get to hear the clang of the turrets open while airboats crush me. This is not gonna work. I'm barely not getting enough height. This is not even the hardest part of this level, so buckle in. Oh, here we go, here we go, here we go. This is the one. Yep. Nope, that way. These airboats have a mind of their own, as you can see. Yep. All right, we're gonna strafe really hard. Get over, nope, yep. Awesome, okay, and now that we're over here, we can get a turret. And my game is actually lagging really hard, so hopefully this will even be possible. Jesus, okay, we have to get this turret up there by spawning airboats, but we can't go too fast or else the turret... I'm actually gonna load a previous save. I have way too many airboats on the ground. How far back does my save go? I'm gonna have to do this again, aren't I? It's fine, it's chill. Yeah, that legitimately is a problem with this category. If you spawn too many airboats, the game becomes too laggy and you can't play it anymore. It also is true that if you go to the upper extreme and spawn a ton of airboats, the game just crashes. It is not prepared for sheer amounts of airboats. Have to convince this airboat to let me out. Okay. But this time...
And on top of it being, too many airboats in a fairly old game at this point, it's also running an older engine of the game, so it's even less optimized than the current version you probably played.
But this time, we get the trick, not first try. Here we go. This is it. This is money. Okay, we got a lot of height here. Hopefully, we can bring it home, get to the... I'm gonna reload a save before trying to save myself more. Beautiful. And we only used that many airboats, however many it was. And we can come get the turrets. And again, we need to bring this into GLaDOS' chamber. If you do the GLaDOS fight, normally you have to get her with a rocket launcher. Oh, and as you see there, I actually went too fast with the airboat boost that Shell had to let go of the turret, which is not what we want. There we go. Like 7th try, but it's okay. We're gonna come down this hallway. What's also great too is that when you enter GLaDOS's chamber, all the airboats down there will despawn, which makes you run a bit better. But we gotta have GLaDOS, or the turret shoot GLaDOS, because that will have her drop her cores. It skips part of the boss fight. And by part, I basically mean all of it.
It's a single biggest skip in the game.
Yeah.
Because despite your violent behavior,
And now we're gonna collect all these cores. Really easy with portals, a little challenging with airboats. Gonna have to do some airboat boosting.
I guess we both know that isn't going to happen. You chose this
Like
path,
that.
no
We have to go
one
to that
was
core.
for you. Deploying
Oh, okay, we're up here. This works. Awesome. We'll throw it down. ABH off the catwalk. Get this one. And gather all these near the incinerator. And time will end once the last core incinerates, which I will call out. We'll come up in like 10 seconds. We just have to open the incinerator by pressing a button over here.
I wouldn't bother with that thing. My guess is that touching it will just make your life even
And there's
worse.
1, 2, 3. Oh my god, the last one got flicked out of the incinerator. That's okay. That's okay. That happens. And it's all under control because that is the speedrun time. That is Portal Airboat %. My name is Sushi. Thank you to my co-commentator Bailey for being here. And
Thank you for having me.
just some shout outs real quick. Shout out to Quinn Ace, who was kind of the first portal runner to complete this category. And I'm going to leave you with a question and an answer, which is you might be asking yourself, the incinerators at the end of the level, these guys, the airboats fizzle in them. What happens if you drive through one of these? Very, very serious photosensitivity warning. Please do not watch if you get motion sickness or anything of that degree. And yeah, keep enjoying awesome games on a quick 2023. And the game crashes. I'll see you guys later. Thank you so much for watching Portal Airboat % and raising $80,000. Thank you guys so much. Have a great night.
Thank you.
Me time to catch up on all of the donations y'all are sending in and the donation team, which bless them. I need a drink.
Right. Hello again. Player 5, running Breath of the Wild, and again got my commentators.
I'm the real Noman. I've been running this game since 2020.
And I'm still LimCube, running the game since 2019. But yep, we got the technical difficulties out of the way. Everything still remains the same. The game is still being ran in French. This is still an any % run using Amiibo, which are going to help us to go faster. We'll explain them later once we actually scan them. But with that being said, let's actually get into the run this time for real. Player 5, if you're ready, you can start.
Okay, and this time I'll count it off. Yeah, when we get closer to gaining control of Link.
Yep, again, Player 5 explained that earlier. There's actually multiple reasons I've heard recently why we start our timer when we gain control of Link. For some reason, the game actually starts loading some parts of the game in, even on the title screen. And basically, to make sure that everyone is on an even playing field, we just start the timer as soon as we gain control of Link. Player 5 is gonna give us a countdown, but we already teased that this category has changed quite a bit since the last showing at a GDQ in 2019 because of the BLSS glitch. Maybe Norman can explain that one again as we wait for the countdown.
So BLSS is a trick found by Legend of Link on September 4th, 2021. It's a trick that lets you slide around and build speed without the paraglider.
Yeah, we're getting to the... So, 3, 2, 1, go.
Let's go.
And
This
we're
time
off.
we're off for real. Again, we're gonna have to get the Sheikah slate here. This is to open the door, which we are then basically gonna ignore immediately, but we do need the Sheikah slate to perform the first clip that Player 5 in this previous attempt managed to immediately get. This is a scope clip that allows us to escape the Shrine of Resurrection. I can quickly explain why we actually do this glitch. This skips quite a few things. Normally there's a second door that you have to open before you even get to the big opening cutscene that everyone is kind of aware of, the big title cutscene. And then we also get to skip that. Also get this potlet, which is unironically one of the best shields in the game, especially for speedrunning, because all we need is a shield in general, get a weapon, and then we're going to be shield surfing towards the Temple of Time.
So coming up to the Temple of Time here, player 5 is going to be doing something called a shield clip. He's going to be landing on his shield on the wall to set something called skew. And basically, skew is a glitch that lets you flick Link back at a certain angle when you shield flip and unequip. And this lets us clip through certain walls.
Okay, what's also important, and I did see the Bokoblin not super cooperating. There is actually a Bokoblin on the other side of the Temple of Time that you want to distract by whistling just before you come up to the section. Otherwise, he can make your life a little bit annoying. But we have to talk about the BLSS here. This is the new trick that basically allowed us to reroute the plateau entirely. So basically, by smuggling your bow and picking up an object that has some collision, you can use that object to push Link around. Player 5 is incredibly skilled at this glitch. I had the honor to see him perform this one live, because in order to actually get speed with this glitch, as he immediately shield clips into the bomb shrine, there's too much to talk about in this short time. But basically, this slide glitch is super powerful. It allows us to move quickly without using the paraglider and safely. And we're going to be clipping in each of these shrines because it's faster. If we wanted to actually enter the shrines normally, we would have to activate the tower, which loses time.
Now player 5 is going to be collecting the bombs rune. The reason why we get bombs first is because it counts as an object that we can pick up over Link's head, which lets us slide around with BLSS. And another trick that we'll be seeing very, very soon is called a wind bomb. Player 5 is going to be doing this trick to skip basically every single inside of a shrine. By jumping and going into bullet time and placing both bombs behind him, he can detonate the first bomb and send the second bomb into Link and send himself flying.
All right, so this wind bomb in particular, player 5 is going to be attempting. Oh, unfortunate. Nice. At least this is where the chili comes in clutch. The attempt was obviously to skip the entire shrine there, but it's a very precise wind bomb that, to this day, with as much practice as you want, you cannot guarantee that you get the perfect angle, but that chili actually coming in clutch, making player 5 survive that fall, and still obviously much faster than going through the shrine normally. This trick in general is basically why we rerouted the Great Plateau using the slide glitch. Having this rune and this trick available to us in the other Great Plateau shrines is going to basically save time everywhere. It's just that in the past we had no efficient and quick way to the bomb shrine to do it first. Now with the slide we do. And this is what has basically changed on the Great Plateau. But with that being said, we have a pretty big cutscene coming up right here with the old man introducing himself to us. So if you do have some donations, this could be a time. We don't have much time in this run, honestly, but this could be a good window to read one.
Alrighty, then I have one that's been waiting for me. Casual Cheese here with a $50 donation that says, "Yaha! You found me! Take this purple rupee!" Thank you for that. I was waiting for the Korok references and it happened already.
Yeah, good stuff. There's going to be some more time, but it's just that this run is incredibly intense and there's so many glitches coming up so quickly that we don't have that many windows, but we will let you know when we have another one. But for now, we are going to be on our way to the next shrine. And you'll see the main idea for the Great Plateau is always the same. We use the BLSS glitch to slide somewhere and then get into a shrine to complete it. But this is the amiibo we talked about. So by scanning the amiibo, you get a random assortment of fish. This is actually looking like some pretty solid RNG. We only needed 2 amiibo scans here to get enough fish to cook an attack up elixir in Hyrule Castle later. This will allow us to defeat the bosses, essentially, that we have to defeat a lot quicker, and it's also quicker than getting different materials. So these amiibo actually end up saving time.
As player 5 pulls up to Bomb's Shrine, we'll see that he's setting skew again, and then once again he has to clip into the shrine. Every single shrine on the Great Plateau actually uses a different clip setup. That was very fast. That was very well done.
That was very well done. Magnesis is another case. This actually used to be one of the most boring shrines on the Great Plateau. Just based off the design, it's just a pretty long shrine where you can't do much. People always try to come up with cool strategies to go through the shrine faster, but now that we have the Bombs Rune, we have some new... basically options to beat the shrine fast. We're going to be, as usual, doing another wind bomb, another tricky one. And this is actually the problem. You think with how powerful the wind bomb strategy is, we would have immediately used them everywhere. But on the Great Plateau specifically, without the paraglider, wind bombs are a lot worse than you think, because you have 3 hearts, you don't have the paraglider, you take a bunch of damage. So these wind bombs are hard, and they don't save as much time as you think. But this Magnesis one is pretty impressive.
Very nicely done. So this wind bomb here is called the canal wind bomb because you're wind bombing from below in the canal, and it's pretty precise because you have to just get the perfect launch that sends you straight over a wall, but not high enough to hit the ceiling.
Yeah, very impressive. And additionally, you have to basically land in the right spot to not take too much damage, like you said, because you only have 3 HP. This is a good showcase as to why wind bombs are very limited. But if you get them right, they are super powerful. But like I explained, the idea is always going to be the same. And just to explain this again, you can't leave the Great Plateau without completing each of the shrines on the Great Plateau. What the game actually does, it's not even checking for your spirit orbs. It checks for a flag of how many shrines you have completed. And if you have 4 completed shrines, you get the paraglider and you get to leave. The problem is, what people always think is it's not like there's a barrier around the Great Plateau that you can like clip through or get through. It's basically that the entire game is considered a zone that you can't be in until you get the paraglider. So Great Plateau skip, a little bit more intricate than you'd think, and might be something that will never happen. So all we can do is optimize doing these shrines as fast as possible. As player 5 is getting up to stasis, we are actually going to be using a wind bomb outside of a shrine here. This one, very impressive, very nicely done. You need just enough height to basically get up to the stasis shrine, and then again, we're going to be clipping in.
As Lim explained earlier, this is going to be a pretty uniform run. Every single split on the Great Plateau is essentially a slide to the next shrine and then a wind bomb inside. So again, we're going to be seeing another really precise wind bomb coming up inside the stasis shrine that lets us skip running through half of the shrine.
Yeah, and it's funny because stasis used to be the most powerful rune for us, especially in the early game and even for longer categories. The previous plateau route, the one that we've basically the last GDQ, was made that way that we could get stasis first, because stasis was powerful and allowed us to launch around. The route was routed around doing stasis first and using that rune to our advantage. But now that bombs are so much more powerful, stasis we just kind of get whenever it's optimal, and then we'll use the bombs rune here instead. Let's see. Wind bomb coming up, getting nice height. And player 5 is just incredibly consistent at getting these nice angles. Very, very nicely done.
Yeah, and one other thing is, even though we don't technically need all of the runes, or at least the use of all of the runes, we still have to grab them.
That's a really
the monk
good
will
point.
not let you complete the shrine without it.
That's right. If you try to finish the shrine without the rune, the monk will just send you back, and you cannot finish. And actually, a good rune to talk about is the one you're going to be getting next, Cryonis, which is one that we basically don't use at all, but we're still going to have to grab it anyway. We also will perform another one of these stasis launches I just teased. This was very much our most used movement tech back in the day. It just happens to be ideal for this specific part of the run, this boulder. Well, technically it's not ideal. Technically you can use a wind bomb here, which is just very precise and potentially dangerous, but this works just fine. And we're going to be using this tree stump here to set up another slide and slide our way to Cryonis, where we then will be clipping in again. But this is a little bit of a different clip. Maybe Norman can explain this a little bit more in detail.
So player 5 is going to be doing something called an extended shield clip. He's going to be setting skew on a little snow mound, giving himself a very tiny skew. And then he's going to start the shield clip, but on a very specific frame. He's going to hold A and re-equip the shield. It lets him get a little bit further. It lets him get through a little bit thicker walls.
Very, very nice. This is probably also a good point to talk about player 5 in general. I kind of just have to mention how dominant player 5 has been over this category I mean, I don't even know for how long. Basically, I feel like ever since the castle reroute times, player 5 has been on top, with some small exceptions, really pushing the game to its absolute limits. So this is always a treat to watch somebody this good at the gameplay. Now, Cryonis again is basically useless. If I'm not wrong, we literally don't use it a single time in the run. That's right, right?
Yeah, there's no
that's
time
right.
we ever use Cryonis.
We don't even use it in the shrine anymore. Unfortunate angle here from the wind bomb. The idea is to basically bounce off the wall and then land up where the monk is. That can happen though. It's probably still faster to attempt it a second time. We actually had a pretty cool strategy with Cryonis in the shrine before, but this is obviously still faster, and we're never gonna be using that rune again. Now this might be another good time for a donation. We'll probably get like one or two, maybe we get two in here, because we're just gonna be finishing the shrine and go to the Temple of Time to pick up our glider.
Alrighty, let's aim for two. Here's $25 from Senor Tapir that says, "Good luck, Mr. 5. I know you're going to slay this run, and it was a blast hanging out with you and the commentators and everyone else last year's GDQ in person, and I can't wait for the next one."
Thank you, Spear.
Then I also have a $50 donation here from CyberBotX that says, "Super excited for AGDQ 2023. Best of luck to all the runners for the entire week. It'll be a blast. Let's help add more content to the marathon by getting Symphony of the Night upgraded to all bosses." And I can confirm, Symphony of the Night upgrade to all bosses has been met.
good stuff, guys. That's exciting. Yeah, perfect timing. We are going to be sliding to the Temple of Time now. Also, shout out to Tapir. We are going to be sliding to the Temple of Time now, where we will get our paraglider. And then when we get the paraglider, we are free to go wherever we want, which for us, in any percent, means we are going to beat the game. Basically, going to go straight to Hyrule Castle and challenge the bosses. We didn't get to talk about this fall damage cancel yet, which player 5 did at the very end. They're actually also intentionally throwing away that spear. In Hyrule Castle, we are going to collect some weapons, much stronger weapons that actually allow us to beat the game. There's a specific text message that shows up once you've reached a certain amount of weapons, and it also basically makes it so that he has his hands free to be able to pick up a strong weapon right away when he gets to Hyrule Castle. But what this trick does is it basically, you throw a weapon away, mix up or change your inventory to reset the position the game thinks Link started falling from, and you basically take no fall damage even though you don't have the paraglider. It's only used here and at the very start, but it still has its uses.
Now, Player 5 is going to be sliding all the way to the castle, and he's going to be going to a very specific entrance on the left side. So, any percent was completely rerouted, and even before BLSS, the castle route actually got completely rerouted by Lim. And now he's going to be going to a completely different entrance than the last time. He's going to be going to a very specific gate, and we're going to be hoping that it's going to be unloaded.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is one of the few sections of RNG, at least as far as we know. In the game, Player 5 is going to be looking up here a little bit also to avoid some potential slowdowns. You actually go too fast for the game here to keep up. We can see that here. The game just stops sometimes trying to basically have the overworld catch up with you. But if everything goes well, Hyrule Castle is pretty bad at loading. Player 5 should hopefully be able to... Yeah, what? Wait, what happened there?
He's... the dungeon map is up.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know why, but this is very, very well done. Very smart. Very smart. So basically, what happened there is that the dungeon map of Hyrule Castle immediately loaded in, which is something that rarely happens, which means the second Player 5 touched the ground, this cutscene would play. So he made